Big win for you guys tonight. Tough loss last night. Good way to bounce back.
Well, I mean, I thought we played pretty good last night also, but you know, we have a lot of chances. We didn't score the goals. You know, I was happy after the travel back what we did last night, and guys came hard. We played pretty good in the first period. They'll take over a little bit in the second, but we came back in the third, and you know, great team win.
Talk about your goal. You look like you got a turnover there at the blue line, and Deke Leneveu. Talk about the goal.
Yeah, I mean, Vasey just chipped the puck, and puck was bouncing, and Deke couldn't get it, so I just chipped it for myself, and you know, when breakaway, and that's my favorite move, go to back, and so I try it, and finally scored a goal because I have 2 breakaways last night, and I don't score, so very happy with that.
Yeah. You think this team is starting to turn the corner, starting to, you know, you've got a pretty good back end now with a couple of good goaltenders. You think you can kind of build on this a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, you know, great 2 wins in Abbotsford, you know, when the guys won over there, and I think we obviously playing better than what we did in the start of the season, and you know, hopefully we will continue to you know, play better and better, and we need to take every win, you know, and catch the teams in front of us, and you know, get in the playoff spot.
Yeah. Big win tonight after a tough loss. You know, last night a nice way to rebound and come home. You guys have been struggling at home, so this had to feel pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've been here 3 weeks now, and the team's grown so much since I've been here. To rebound after a 7-hour bus trip last night and come out with the energy that we had tonight was a good showing.
Talk about your goal. You seem to be at the right place at the right time, and Thomas found you. Did they just not see you or something, their defense, or what happened?
I couldn't tell you. It looked like they quit on the play. Thomas did a great job getting in on the forecheck on his own shot, and just found me behind the defenseman who had his stick in the air. So and the goalie was turned to the corner. So it was just bang play, and lucky enough to go in the net.
Yeah, you guys have had some of those things go against you a number of times. Probably even since you've been here, I think. Had to feel good to kind of finally get a little break, perhaps.
Hey, anytime you can get the bounces is a good night. There was times tonight when the puck didn't seem to want to get out of our end, and a few unlucky breaks, and just to get one of our own is a plus, obviously.
Yeah. Were you surprised Thomas found you? Because I'm not. You know, it was kind of a bang-bang play, like you said. It was a good play on his part to fire it in front of the net.
Not one bit. Thomas is a really good player. He's got great vision. I think he saw me from the blue line in, so he got eyes in the back of his head.
Yeah. Well, you're one of the guys trying to stick with the team, I guess, aren't you? You know, coming up from Cincinnati?
Elmira.
Elmira, yeah. Okay. What, they signed you to a PTO?
Yep. Yeah,
okay.
So just stick with what's working, and just try to build on and get better every day.
Yeah,
goal definitely helps.
Yeah, anytime you can contribute is a plus.
Talk about the win. You've got a couple of good goaltenders. I think that situation is settled, and you can kind of build from there out. Looks like.
Absolutely, Markey played unbelievable last night. Gave us a chance to win the whole game. We didn't do ourselves any favors trying to score. We had our chances, but we weren't able to capitalize tonight. Dove played great again. He's played 3 real solid games for us. We're confident with both goalies back there, and it's a huge confidence boost, and it gives you the opportunity to play offense.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was a nice win after last night. Played well last night, I guess, and came back tonight and even better.
I thought the last 120 minutes were pretty good defensive hockey.
Yeah.
I think you saw we had a number of times where we bent, especially in the second period, but didn't break. I mean, Oklahoma City is the best team in this league. They have the most points in this league, and you know, we took this as a challenge to show where we are with our identity. and I thought the guys defended really well, and we need to kind of continue to build on that.
Yeah. Well, you've got a nice situation now with Dove and Jacob. That gives you some strength there, and you can kind of build, you know, from the back end out a little bit.
And getting back to, yeah, I think Dove and Jacob are really going to be a great 1-2 punch for us.
Yeah.
I mean, both of them only given up 1 goal in each of their last starts. They got a nice little competitive, you know, nature about them. I think our defense played fantastic, and now we can get some forwards healthy. I mean, we got 7 regular forwards out of the lineup, but I think the guys that we have in there right now have really stepped up to the plate, and they're buying into our identity.
Tell me about the trade you made. What was for that? Was that a kind of a need-based thing? I would imagine, trying to give it a little more punch.
It is. You know what? You got to give up something to get something. You know, Oberg and Koska are 2 fantastic American League defensemen. But you know what? When talking to Mike, and when all was said and done, we had to upgrade our forwards. And getting a player like James in here, who's won a Memorial Cup, you know, brings some size and some speed into our lineup. And then really being able to get Mike as well, who's an established defenseman at this level. He's the 2nd leading scorer for Norfolk defensive-wise, as well as a plus player. So, you know, that helps out on our back end as well with a little more stability there. So, you know, it was one of those trades of necessity.
You talk about getting guys healthy and getting guys back. It's going to help that hopefully in the next few days the Panthers are going to have some of their guys healthy, and maybe some of the guys will come back.
Well, yeah, you know, it's one of those things. Every time Mike calls, it could go one of either way. I'm either losing a guy or gaining a guy. So, you know, them being out on this West Coast trip, hopefully guys like Samuelson, you know, Gotch, Bradley. I'm missing a couple. Yeah. The list goes on and on. We'll get healthy, which will lead to guys like Cullen and Kearns, and eventually Kennedy and Dadanoff working their way down to us. And then as well as getting our own guys healthy. You know, with Timmins being out, Esposito being out, Rallo being out. You know, Yonkman was a game time decision. He couldn't go tonight, unfortunately. But that's where, fortunately, our D depth helped us out.
So Yonkman is injured now.
Yes, yeah. Yonk's got injured last night, so he tried it. He tried it in the skate. He just couldn't go. So you know, he's got an upper body injury that we'll reevaluate for Tuesday.
You have to feel. I know you're never satisfied, but fairly good. You know, I think you're coming in like 4 points out of the last playoff spot, despite all the injuries and call-ups and new players and guys not, you know, producing. You know, it could be a lot worse, probably.
It could be. You know what? So I think that's a lot of credit to this group of guys, to our leadership group that we're keeping our head above water. You know, no one here is happy by any means. I mean, we're still not a 500 hockey club yet. You know, we kind of got the goal of trying to get there before Christmas. It's going to take a heck of a run. I mean, we got Houston now in a back-to-back series, then Peoria, then Charlotte, and the hits keep going on and on. Yeah. So, you know, we know it's going to take really good hockey, and we can't be a complacent hockey team. We're going to be a hard-working one.
You talk a little bit about Repik. He got sent down in exchange for an AHL player. Do you think that lit a little bit of a fire in him?
No, you know what? Repik takes a lot of pride in his game. You know, it was a situation they were looking for more of a banger. You know, and Kearns went up, and he can play more of that banging game. I mean, he fought in his first game there in LA. You know, Repik has been fantastic for us. He's really bought in. His effort has been fantastic. You know, it's one of those things. He gets so many scoring chances. If he's a guy that, you know, if we can get him finishing 30% of his chances, he's going to be a 30-plus goal scorer for us. He probably had 4 great chances tonight. Fortunately, buried that first one on the breakaway. He had 2 breakaways last night. Unfortunately, didn't score, so it was good. Third time was a charm.
You talk about the second goal, then it was a nice find by Thomas. Barlow's in the right place. What about that goal?
Yeah, you know, that line had a little quick chemistry. You know, last night I had Thomas with Repik and Rabbit as kind of our top line, and then made the decision to put Wright there to get the Vancouver Giant connection together, because all Rabbit, Repik, and Wright all played together, won the Memorial Cup together in Vancouver. So that put Thomas with the kids there, Barlow and Marshall, and it was a great pass by Tommy. He hunted down the puck. Barlow kind of got lost on the backside. It was a great pass. And it was a timely goal because we had lost momentum in the second period. We went through about a bad 6-minute stretch there, and it was huge to get that goal leading into the third period.